Hello, my name is Charles Brinkley, and you can tell that I'm very intelligent due to the fact that I have glasses, lovely hair, a tie, a microphone, and my shirt says NASA. Therefore, I am from NASA. It says NASA right here, right here, right here, right here. It says NASA everywhere. That gets to the point. And I am here today to explain to you the genres of music, specifically guitar music. Now, I have a lovely assistant that will be demonstrating some of these genres with his lovely musical performance. His name is Serious Joe. Serious Joe, you're on camera. You're supposed to say hi now. The first genre I'll be covering is called rock. A typical rock ensemble contains a drum set, two guitars, a bass, and a singer. Usually, one of the guitars is better than the other guitars, and that is why we label that guitarist as the lead. And the other guitarist that isn't as good is called the rhythm guitar. The typical song structure of a rock song is intro, verse, chorus, guitar solo, bridge, chorus, and outro. The lyrics of a rock song are usually about partying, romance, drug addictions, and one-night stands. Some things that are popular amongst rockers are beer, strongly advising not to listen to rap, pop, country, or anything else besides rock. At rock concerts, it is very common to be way too intoxicated and maybe end up getting in a fight and punching your friend in the face. If you want to check out some up-and-coming names in the rock industry, check out Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, and AC/DC. Now it is time for Serious Joe to give you a lovely demo of something that rock might sound like. Here you go, Serious Joe. Don't forget to smile. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was a great representation of what rock sounds like. Now, our next genre is metal. What is metal, you ask? Smart question. A metal ensemble contains the same exact instruments as a rock ensemble and usually has a higher level of skill, except for the singer. Remember that. The song structure of a typical metal song follows this code: intro, verse, chorus, breakdown, guitar solo, interlude, chorus, and outro. A typical metal band usually sings about war, death, politics, and mythical creatures. If you want to fit in with the metal community, make sure you have a beard and own guitars that look like this. Make sure you are very vocal that jazz and rock are just too easy for you, and completely destroy the fact that pop is another genre of music. Oh, one thing I forgot to add: the more tattoos you have, the better. If you're interested in metal and want to check out some of the up-and-coming metal bands, try listening to Black Sabbath, Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, and Iron Maiden. Now it is time for Serious Joe to give you an awesome demo of what metal sounds like. Serious Joe, he's not just serious, he's amazing. You know what I need right about now? I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and get myself a sandwich. Could I please have a sandwich? Whoa, boy. That is one good sandwich.
Anyway,
back to what I was talking about. So, the next genre I will cover is jazz. A typical jazz ensemble contains drums, piano, a stand-up bass, and some sort of horn. Piano and guitar can do solo jazz, but unfortunately monophonic instruments won't cut it here, because nobody wants to listen to solo trombone for 3 hours straight. The typical song format for a jazz tune is head in, also known as the melody, and then 10 minutes of soloing from every instrument, and lastly, head out, which is also known as the outro. Jazz focuses heavily on improvisation and has very few lyrics. So, if you butcher the melody, or just don't even learn the melody at all, you'll be okay. To fit into the jazz community, you want to become exceptional at your instrument, but only hang out with other musicians that have the same skill as you. And make sure that you completely slander all the other genres like rock and metal for being too easy, but then also be extremely mad that no one listens to jazz. If you want to check out some up-and-coming names in the jazz industry, check out Louis Armstrong, Charlie Parker, and Dizzy Gillespie. Now it is time for a very amazing performance of Jazz by Serious Joe. Hit it, Joe! The next genre we'll be covering is classical music. Like jazz, classical music has a very large variety of instrumentation. It goes all the way from tubular instruments, percussive instruments, all the way to different size violins. A longer classical song is usually called a symphony and is broken up into different parts. Some other songs are also known as concertos, sonatas, fugues, and etudes. And don't forget all those other 10,000 other ones, yeah? If you want to fit into the classical community, make sure that you are pretty good at your instruments, but are somehow not very good at improvising. Also, don't forget to have a pretty bad attitude to all the other genres, similar like jazz. If you want to check out some up-and-coming names in the classical industry, check out artists like Two Cellos, Beethoven, and Bach! Alright, Serious Joe, time to give us some sick classical music. The next genre we'll be covering is country. It's country music, yo. Now I just wanted to let you know I come from the downtown South area, so I really know what I'm talking about here, and you know I'm just not faking this. And I love you. I love you all. If you guys would listen to some country music for me, man, it really helps my daddy out. He's an old country rock star. You know, he's really good. So if I'm a little excited to perform this next part, just take a breather with me, and we'll go right through it real fast, and you'll have a good time, and then we'll get on to the next one. I forgot what the next one was, but it's country music, yo. Let's go. Alright, now to get this section started off real quick, I just wanted to let you know that a typical country ensemble looks exactly like a rock ensemble. You have your guitar, your vocals, your rhythm guitar, your bassist, and your drums, alright? Now you got your drum. Now you got your drum. You play this and that. Nope. I need to stay on course. I'm sorry. It's just really excited for me right now. I just love country music. I'd love to tell you guys all about it, but I gotta keep moving. Don't forget, also in a country band, you got your banjo player, and you might also have a fiddle player. Now, if you don't know what a fiddle is, it's like a violin, not a violin, not the big violin, not the middle violin, not the little bitty one. It's the little bitty one. It's like a violin, but it's a little smaller. It's a little smaller, a little higher pitch, adds a little twangy to the country music, and you really enjoy yourself while playing. If you got yourself a fiddle player, you're in a good shape, man. The typical song structure of a typical country song is very similar to a typical rock song, alright? Now, well, we got is intro, verse, chorus. Now, usually for a rock song, it'd be guitar solo, but no, it's not guitar solo. It is, you gotta have, if you have a banjo, you are a real country band, you gotta have a banjo solo in there. And then you got your bridge, chorus, and then your outro. Your outro, also known as the ending, outro, ending, outro. That is your typical song structure for your typical country song, and that is a very typical phrase of us country fellers to say. Now, if you one of them so-called modern folks, they live in one of them big cities, and you want to fit in with your little country town folks and members, make sure that you use the words folks a lot, members, and you really, if anything ends in ing, it's not an ing. It's, who says ing? It is in. So if you are doing, no, you're doing. If you're gonna take the clothes to the washing machine, no, you're taking the clothes to the washing machine. Alright? Nah, you got that real good now. The country song usually sings about Friday nights, working hard, or loving the church. Now, there's Joe. Play us some of that ragtag, rinky-dinky-dink, honky-tonk. Bring us back to the good days, sir. Here you go, Joe.